Yo, 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 what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel for me today from CcSpeedUk. So we're here at Austria for the first race of the day in open lobbies on multiplayer, on crossplay. So what I'm doing today's video is I'm racing around Austria at the Red Bull Ring. So very short track, 10 corners, and I'm starting in the middle of the first race. And I think it was like P9, I think it was, if I get that right. It's come towards turn one, little bit of weird moments there, but I survived it. Got a penalty somehow, but I don't know what for. I think I pushed my teammate off for something, but I didn't mean to. But he just braked too early. I don't know, something like that. Managed to go around the outside very nicely of the Alfa Romeo into P6. Just trying to be careful at turn 4, but he's managed to get me back here, and then he got the Alfa Romeo just literally just T-boned me. Came out of nowhere. So I had nowhere to go, so I was a little bit annoyed of that. I don't know what just happened. So now I gotta do all this work and try to get back into the fight for the podium and all that. So what I'm doing is using a bit of EOS here. Not too much, because I need to save it for the next straight, and of course save it at the end of the race and all that. Apart from the 2-second penalty, well, everything's fine at the moment. I can steal the leaders at the exit of turn 1 right now. And then I've got another mistake here, another mistake here, so that's 2 mistakes they're done. So that puts me up to P5 already. So I can get a podium from here, and maybe win if I have a chance, if those have penalties as well. That'd be, if it's more than 2 seconds, that'd be fantastic. So feeling okay at this stage, feeling good at the moment. Coming towards turn 4, those guys are battling for P3 at the moment, so that got me opportunity to catch them up. So luckily I'm right behind them. Decided to go around the outside, but didn't work, so I decided to back out of that. Well, I've got the DOS after this lap, so I decided to follow them instead of this Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. Come towards this corner, just make sure everything's okay. The Ferrari's got a 2-second penalty because of track limits and all that. I've done a 106.7, that's my personal best on lap 2. And then come towards the exit turn 1 using the DRS. Not using ERS on this straight because I'm saving it for the at the end of the race. This is because of DRS and all that. Trying to stay out of the trouble, but luckily I survived it. Still got DRS though on this straight. That's very lucky for me. And come towards turn 4. The Ferrari's gone deep, so I take the inside using a bit of EOS here to get ahead. Decided to go around the outside, but luckily I managed to get into P4 at the end of the middle sector, just before the nether frags came out. And then it turns out I was P3, and I'm like, oh, the McLaren has spun off because he was bound for the lead, and then he spun off. I didn't notice that till now. Got deals on this straight. Just taking my time. I'm not going to go for it just yet. That guy decided to go for it. Kind of a weird place to overtake, but he's gone too deep anyway, so I decided to get a good exit here with EOS and DOS on this straight. Into P2 right now. And the leader's only about 4 seconds up the road, so he's kind of just joined the Sunday drive, really. Got an easy victory here on that one, for this one. So I managed to get into P2, using a bit of EOS because he's got DRS. Decided to not overtake me. So now my next target is try and get a 2-second gap from this Alfa Romeo and try staying P2 and all that. That's kind of the best I could do, really. Or if the leader has or maybe it has a 5-second penalty, maybe if I have a chance for a win. So it's over a second, so I'm out of the DOS zone already, so that's good. So that's job done. That's the first one done. And now I've got to try and... I'm out of the DOS zone, so that's good. Pulling away from the Alfa Romeo, that's kind of a good news for me. that was my first job. Now my second job is try to get a 2-second gap from this P3 and bang for the rest behind me. The leader has a 2-second penalty as well, so it's annoying I had a 2-second penalty at the beginning of the race, but there's nothing I can do there. It's what it is, really. Using a BBOS on the straight just to get me of the exit there. And the Ferraris managed to overtake the Alfa Romeo, so that's kind of helped a little bit. And also got a 2-second gap from the Alfa Romeo, so I'm definitely safe for a podium and finish P2 in this race. Not too bad from middle of the grid and tangles and all that. Not a bad first race for me, actually. So I'll take that all day. So coming around the last 2 corners, just make sure I don't get another penalty and all that. Well, another track limit, another warning maybe. Well, warning's okay, but penalties is worse. So, managed to finish P2. I'll take it from starting from 9th of the grid in the first race just now. So I'm only about, I think it's about only 4 seconds from behind the leader, but it would have been 2 seconds if it wasn't for the penalty, so for the getting the race, so it's fine. I'm okay with it. So P2 in the first race, not too bad. Now let's move on to race 2 at Austria. This is an Austria Fidno for this one. Racing around Austria for this one. So a bit similar to what I did in France about a month ago. Did 2 races at France. I thought I'd do 3 races at Austria and all that. So this race was quite crazy because those guys have jumped the start and all of them got drive-throughs, apart from me and someone else I think it was. It was a little bit of chaos at turn 1. Lucky I survived it. Used a bit of EOS just to get the momentum. I almost got tangled here, but I managed to save it, just about. Come towards turn 3, it was a little bit of chaos here, and I was kind of, everyone is bashing me around and all that. So I managed to survive all that chaos, and I managed to save it from this thing. Luckily I managed to avoid all this bloody chaos, and all this is just, more carnage is just round the corner. Well, I managed to survive it through this chaos. Well, I don't know how that happened, but it's what it is really. But luckily ghosting was on, so thank goodness for that. So now I've got to try and, but he decided to go for the inside, but no, well, kind of in a weird way. I don't know why he thinks it was a good idea at turn 9. He could have waited it at turn 3 or something. So some of the guys had drive-thrus, managed to go into pit lane, and I'm up to P3 already. So I was like, okay, another podium for me. And if I stay with this Ferrari, I should be okay. But he's using the bit of EOS, but I'm saving mine a little bit. And then through turn 3, try to get a good exit as much as I can. A little bit of EOS. Not too much, because I'm saving it for later on in the race. He decided to go for the move here, but I had to give him a little bit of space, but luckily he didn't sputter around. Luckily it's fine for now. I mean, he's got another quick driver behind me, and they've got another quick driver in front of, in the lead, I meant to say. And this Ferrari's kind of similar pace to me, but he's got a 2-second penalty though, so because he had 3 warnings already. As long as I stay ahead of it, as long as I'm in the DRS zone, coming towards the end of that 2 right now, as long as I'm in the DRS, I should be fine. He's got the fastest lap, but now I've got the DRS after this corner. Now I've got the DRS, so I'm decided to save my EOS a little bit on this straight. And I decided to go for it at turn 3. And then I got a little bit tangled on the exit of turn 3, and someone was tagging my left rear. Got DRS though, so that's very lucky. And then the AlphaTauri's managed to get 2 places at once. In a weird way, but I don't know why he tangled me when I gave him so much space. I thought he backed out of it, but it turns out he didn't in the end. So now, got this AlphaTauri who's very quick. And then I got this Ferrari who's kind of on my rear end. using a bit of DRS, just trying to get into his DRS out the AlphaTauri to make sure I got the DRS on the next lap. Well, it's not too bad here, but everything's okay for now. Let's come towards turn 1, make sure everything's okay. Still got the DRS though, so it's fine. So, not using EOS on this straight. I'm getting him on the straight, but I'm saving it for... save my EOS in orbit, just in case. Right, on the exit of turn 3, got DRS again. So, it does help a bit. And I am still following this AlphaTauri, so it does help in orbit. Coming towards turn 4. Everything's okay here. He's trying to pull away, but I'm trying to stay in his DRS. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Come towards through turn 7, 8 right now. Using a bit of EOS on the exit of this corner. And I'm still in the DRS by the time I got to the last corner. So I should get DRS on this straight. So I do have the DRS, so that does help. And I'm only about 8-7 tenths behind him. So I should get DRS on this straight as well. So that's very lucky. Because I need it, because I've got this Ferrari right behind me. He's got 2-second penalty anyway, so I'm kind of okay with it. So let's come towards turn 3 once again. Still got the DRS, so it does help. So that's kind of what I need, really. Just using a bit of EOS, just trying to stay ahead of this Ferrari. Well, he's already got 2 seconds penalty anyway, so I'm kind of alright at this stage. So I'm just trying to stay ahead of this Ferrari. And also, well, it turns out I'm already P3 anyway, because the AlphaTauri is very quick. Mercedes, I'm gaining slightly on the Mercedes, but not by much, but it's kind of okay at this stage, so it turns out I finished P3 in the end of this race. Another podium though, it's not a bad thing, so I'll take it though. It turns out he had the penalty at the end, so I managed to get P2 once again. So I didn't notice that when I crossed the 9. So yeah, so another P2 once again. So I'll take it, but I thought I was P3, but it turns out he had a penalty at the end, so because of track limits and all that. So I was very lucky there to get, well, with no penalties in this one, so I was kind of fine with that. I managed to save it, a little bit of tangled in the first 2 laps, but it's not too bad, so I'm okay with it. Alright, on this stage. So now we're on to the final race of the Vidno. Last race at Austria. Starting on pole this time, because I started in the middle and 7th, I think it was, if I get that correctly. So trying to get an okay start. But it turns out the start wasn't that great. So, and then I got pushed wide by someone, and I got a legal overtake because someone put me wide. So I had to let him back through, but luckily he's got ERS and that saved it a little bit. So it's coming towards turn 3. I got pushed wide again by someone, but I don't know why I keep pushed wide. So I got pushed wide twice, and then I got a warning that doesn't make sense to me. Well, I survived it for now. Coming towards turn 4, just saving my EOS a little bit, while those two are battering for the lead. And then South Mayor has gone very slowly through there. I'm kind of a little bit frustrated because I should have been leading at this stage, but I don't know what's happening at the moment. I'm still good at this stage. Still alright so far. This Alfa Romeo is almost got tangled by this McLaren, and I try to void it as much as I can. Well, because I don't want to get spins and all that, I'm trying to void it, but luckily I managed to void it in time. Coming towards on that 2 right now at the exit turn 1. I'm using a tiny bit of ERS, but I'm getting in the toe anyways. I'm not using it that much. So I was trying to see what they're trying to do. And then I don't know what happened there, but I'm not sure I got brake tests or someone just hit me in behind. I'm not really sure. So I lost momentum for the lead, and like that. So coming towards turn 4, Everything's okay from there. A little bit of madness in the first 2 laps, but luckily I survived, still surviving right at the moment. Still in, well, I'm still P3 though, so I'm kind of okay at this stage. So now I've got to try and get into the DRS, but luckily I'm already in the DRS, so it's fine. So this is a 4-way battle for the lead at the moment, so I'm just trying to stay calm really. Now I'm in the DRS zone. Now I'm not using it that much here, but I'm just taking my time here. And as it comes towards turn 1, this Haas trying to go for the inside at turn 1. I don't know why, if it was a good idea to do that. And that got me a 2-second penalty, so yeah, thanks for that. I don't know what he was thinking of. And those guys were just attacking each other, and then the Haas just trying to attack me for no reason. When I'm trying to be calm. Well, I've got DOS though, so that's not too bad though. And as come towards this corner, those two got tangled, and I was kind of into a mess really. So I don't know what happened there. So yeah, so I wasn't trying to spin. I wasn't trying to tag him around because he pushed me wide at turn 1. That got me a penalty, so it got me annoyed. Well, I got pushed wide earlier, then I got a warning. I thought that was my second warning, but it turns out it was my penalty. I don't know where I got another warning from. Makes no sense. So as I come towards, well, at the end of that 3, I decided to take my time through here. I was trying to get a good exit, but it didn't happen. But I still got the DRS though. So I decided to go for the move here with DRS, so not too bad. And as it comes towards turn 3, I got hit from behind again. I don't know who that was. It might be the Alfa Romeo again. So now everything's okay at this stage. So I'm in the lead at last after all this chaos, and I've got those two are trying to fight for it while I'm just trying to pull away. Luckily I got a chance to pull away, so that helps a little bit with EOS and all that. Well, the problem is I've got a 2-second penalty, so that's kind of really annoying because it wasn't even my fault, because he just pushed me off wide and a tiny bit of margin off the white 9. I thought that was my second warning, but it was my penalty, so I don't know why. Maybe I got wide at turn 3, maybe that's why. Maybe it didn't come up or something, I don't know, something like that. So coming towards the last lap now, managed to clear away from, well, the Alfa Romeo and the P3 and the rest of the field. I've got this AlphaTauri who's very quick, who was quick in the second race. I'm just trying to fend for my life, really. So I decided to get the DRS here on this straight. He kind of almost pushed me off the circuit. And then it turns out I didn't get the DRS. So I was quite annoyed with that. And then I got a 2-second penalty anyway, so I'm going to lose P2 anyway, so because AlphaTauri is still on my tail. Well, he's overtook me because I thought I was going to get the DRS, but it turns out it didn't happen. So yeah, so it didn't happen in that race. P2 once again in this race. So I managed to finish P2 in 3 races today in these Fidnos. I came P2 3 times in this race. Well, penalty is not kind of my fault, but yeah, so I mean, fair play to him though, so nothing I could do about it there. So yeah, so that's it from me today from this Fidno. 3 races at Austria. I'll take a podium, 3 P2s in a row. Shame I didn't win though, but I'll definitely back to winning ways if I feel, well, if I need to, or if I have a chance maybe and all that. So yeah, so make sure you like, subscribe to your channel. I appreciate it a lot. That'll give me support and all that. So I'll thank you for the what's that word? Anyway, thanks for the support. That's what I meant to say. So my apologies for that. So yeah, so you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your day. Have a nice weekend as well from me today. I appreciate it a lot. Have a nice day. Enjoy your day. And see you there.